I've been in veterans hospitals. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I know what it's like in the evenings, and I saw a great need.
The big problem that the veterans have is nighttime. The depression is horrible.
84% of the veterans are moderately severe symptoms of depression. About 20 veterans kill themselves every day, commit suicide. That's 7,300 veterans a year that commit suicide.
And so it occurred to us that, a nighttime activity, such as astronomy, could give them something to do in the darker hours of the evening. That was how it all started.
It was the Knights of Columbus that came to us saying, we'd like to raise the money to buy a telescope, to build an observatory, and to figure out how to do that here on the campus so that we can involve as many veterans as possible.
When we first started out, the projected cost of this project was $85,000.
Oh, it was huge for the Knights. They were first shocked by the cost, but they said, no, we're going to do it. This is important, and they raised the money. They raised all the money for this.
We visited 84 different assemblies and councils. That's where about 85% of the money come from that. I mean, the amateur astronomers have been great, helped us. I met Diane Turnchik, and she's going to be providing formal training for the veterans so that they can learn astronomy.
Everybody loves the sky and the moon, looking at it. I think everybody should see the dark night sky. It's entrancing, makes you feel big, but it also makes you feel small. And if you have problems, they are also infinitesimal, tiny little specks in the grand scheme of things. This is an idea? Perfect. The Knights of Columbus are amazing. I really appreciate what they've done.
As soon as I come out and open up the roof, there's veterans. They come out and some will sit there all night with me. The Knights, they should be congratulated for everything they did.
We knew that there was going to be an impact on the veterans. They wanted this, and they made it known that they wanted this to happen.
The mission of the fourth degree is patriotism, taking care of the vets. You can't get more patriotic than that.
Star Party. Known as a star party, this is a fun way for viewing the planets and stars. This particular star party took place at the Veterans Hospital grounds, Aspinwall, Pennsylvania, July 21st, 2022. The express purpose of this star party is to boost the morale of the military veterans who attend, and that it does.
Type it in.
Any and all questions are answered by members of the Amateur Astronomers Association of Pittsburgh.
Of that star, so it knows where that star is, it knows where your target is. It starts moving to your new target. Once you're on your target and you start using the large camera, it starts taking pictures with an open exposure every 1, 2, 3 seconds, however long you want it to take. And then it just keeps taking pictures, and then it starts stacking those pictures one on top of each other, pulling in all the visible light. And that's when you start seeing the images on the screen. You'll start to see the planet or the cluster, whatever you're looking at. And the vets will also have the option of saving those images, and it connects to this camera.
This little camera.
This little camera.
Okay.
Then you go to the Celestron software and you tell it that you first want to focus on any star, so Arcturus. So you would pick that out on this map, and the camera would move based upon its own position when you start it up. It would move to where Arcturus should be close to in the sky based on your longitude and latitude. And once you lock it in, you click guide, and at that point, the scope will keep guiding that star, will keep tracking that star.
Automatically, well, the stars don't move, though, do they?
Well, we're moving the stars.
But we're,
in the
yeah,
second,
right.
so
Yeah.
it
Oh,
counts
okay.
as the Earth's
It
movement.
does move. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
Amateur Astronomer Association members provided additional telescopes adjacent to the observatory. This allows for individual viewing on a one-to-one basis.
This telescope comes up for sale on eBay in downtown Butler, local pickup only. And I said, oh, this is bad. So I got a hold of the guy, said, I'll be right over.
Figured I'd represent the club.
Hey, I got, speaking of the club, I got,
Any and all questions are answered enthusiastically and is highly encouraged. With night approaching, the stars can now be seen.
That's it.
What appears on the observatory screen is repeated inside here, in this very comfortable facility.
3 stars in a row, O'Brien Phil.
The observatory is now remote controlled.
We've got like the Big Dipper, you get the Big Dipper up there, and
I'm sorry?
the Big Dipper, Little
Big Dipper's
Dipper.
not right now, but you won't see it in the telescope because the telescope has a very small field of view.
Okay.
What's that black spot?
That's the shadow of one of its moons.
Okay.
Wait a minute, man. How many miles? Weather permitting, these parties go on for hours. There is much to teach and much to learn.
Coming off of things that are moving away from us, right? And that light tends to be shifted into the parts of the electromagnetic spectrum that are not typically visible.